trip out here to Napa Valley, and I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you that I'd like a round of applause for Tim Duenas, Jay Young, and Bill Gugina, who arranged this compilation. A round of applause for these.
I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world.
beautiful. Now, continuing in the spirit of a lot of parental involvement in this lovely ceremony, I'd like to invite Georgina up to share her words of prayer.
I searched for words of just the right color. Chubby hands, a box of crayons, pink ponies on the page. I searched for words of just the right color. The blue of her eyes, the curve of his smile. Shakespeare, perhaps. Love's not time's fool, though rose lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even unto the edge of doom. Too somber hue for a day in July. E.E. Cummings, without the capital. There is the deepest secret nobody knows, and here is the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than any soul can hope or mind can hide. And this is the thing that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. Elizabeth, from the Portuguese. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach. I searched for words of just the right color, shades of a lover's heart or a mother's, to Google, to volumes undusted, to binders and folders from days long ago, and then to those whisper-thin pages. Love is patient and is kind. It is not jealous or boastful. It is not arrogant or rude. Love seeks not its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in the wrong, but rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. So faith, hope, love abide, these three. But the greatest of these is love. Ancient words, sacred words of alabaster and gold.
That was beautiful. I knew you'd be tough to top. So, I'm going to say a few words now before we get to the vows and the rings. Tony doesn't pronouncements. Because if I don't say a few words, the ceremony will be shorter than Andrew Herman's. Andrew's one of the groomsmen here. And I was specifically instructed by the bride and the groom that the ceremony had to be longer than Andrew Herman's, which was about a year ago in Chicago, which was a hearty 15 minutes. And for those of you who are interested. So I've got to fill some time. So I thought I'd start with sharing a simple theory that I have on weddings, and that's that weddings are like eating ice cream. Because, if you've ever noticed, when people are eating ice cream, they're always happy. It's true. You're eating ice cream, you're always happy. And I think the feelings that you have when you experience a wedding are kind of like that feeling when you lift the first part of an ice cream cone on a beautiful summer's day. It feels really good. Except that with a wedding, the feeling lasts all day long. Everybody is happy. We're very happy for the bride and the groom. We're all feeling good because we have nice new clothes on. We're in a beautiful place. In fact, this place is like the Garden of Eden. And there's lovely music and delicious food and drink. And we see old friends that we absolutely love. And there's so many beautiful people here today. We see families that we don't see enough of. And we meet new families. And a wedding is a happy, happy day. In fact, it's one of the highlights of our lives. And so let's cherish our time together today and make Danielle and David's wedding as fabulous and joyous as it can be. And maybe if we're lucky, we can have some ice cream too. We got the double rainbow. So I'm sure many of you are wondering why David's dad is the officiant at this event. It's kind of unique. His father of the groom is the officiant. The simple answer is that David and Danielle asked me to do this. The legal answer is that I'm an ordained minister with American Marriage Ministry. And then you should know that the family member officiant thing is kind of gaining traction in our side of the family anyway. And my brother Paul, who's here today, was married in Cape Cod a few years ago, and my nieces, Rachel and Grace, were the officiants of that wedding. And then Jillian, who's also here today, Rachel and Grace are here as well. Jillian, who's here, was married by my brother Paul. And then my daughter Lauren is getting married in 8 weeks to Jim, who's over here. And they're going to be married by Peggy's sister Maureen. So I was doing the math, and like 10% of the people here today are wedding officiants. But what's more interesting than that, from a statistics standpoint, 30% of people here today are doctors. So if you want to have some kind of a health event, this is the place to do it. Really amazing statistics. So David calls me and asks me to do this, and he says, Danielle and I want the person marrying us to be someone special in our lives. And because both of these families have moved all over the world, someone special is hard to come from the church. So they wanted it to be a family member. And they actually asked Peggy first. That's not my role in the family. Ask your dad. But for me, there's another indicator to reflect on regarding the officiant selection. Something that I think speaks to the character of both of these individuals. For David, I think it demonstrates his love and deep connection with family. It is a rock solid core value for him. And I'm not saying this because I'm his dad, but his dad, his mom, Dave, Tony, Lauren, Danielle, Jim, and all the family here mean everything to him. Everything. And I know that he is totally satisfied and very comforted to have the family involved in the most special day of his life. And for Danielle, to support David's wish with this very unique selection is an admirable act of unselfishness and respect. So those are good traits to start off a new life with together. Family as a core value, and being happy and supporting each other as you realize dreams and wishes. Even if it is something as basic as choosing your marriage officiant, or who does the reading, or who's singing. And we know that values and your underlying character, not who you are in the surface, who you are deep down inside, will play an enormous role in how you grow together and the quality and satisfaction that you get out of your lives. So I think this family officiant thing is a good sign for these two really, really amazing people. So